Brrrah! What's up my people, my name is Spicy and you have 2 more days to participate in the giveaway to win one of the 4 Amazon gift cards I am gifting you for helping me reach the 2500 subscribers mark. So first, subscribe, then click the link in the description and get a chance to win. It is totally free. I've got some spicy out-of-work related stories for you today, so tune in, turn on the notifications to be part of the early gang, and leave a fire in the comments if you are having fun with me. Congratulations Team Mewtwo for the comment of the day. Brrrah. Doctor dials the wrong number to book an ambulance and won't accept she has dialed a wrong number. So I am a paramedic. Many years ago, I was called out to a person in cardiac arrest at a private address. Unfortunately, the elderly lady was beyond help, so we started the ball rolling. Contact the police, patient's doctor, while myself and crewmate tried to deal with the distressed relatives on scene. So the house phone rings, and as we are expecting a call from a doctor, we can recognize death, but still needs a doctor to legally certify it. I have the phone handed to me and it sort of goes like this. Hello, is this Mr.'s doctor? This is the ambulance crew dealing with the patient. No, I am calling to book an ambulance to admit someone to the hospital. Sorry, I think you have the wrong number. But you said you're an ambulance crew. Why would you answer the phone if I've got the wrong number? I am very confused. Sorry, we're on a 999 call to this address and dealing with a patient. This is a private address, nothing to do with the ambulance service. So I'm sorry, but you have called the wrong number. But why would I have been given this number to book an ambulance then? Well, I don't know. You must have entered the wrong number. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. Well, can't you take the details and contact your control room to book an ambulance for me? This carries on for about 10 minutes with her point blank not understanding that she has incorrectly dialed, and by fate, the number she has wrong is a private address that she just happened to have an emergency ambulance crew there. Luckily, then the police turned up at the address, so I had to explain to her that I had to go and put the phone down, to her voice still ranting on, "How can this be a wrong number if you're an ambulance crew?" Some people will never understand. It gives you a real sense of security knowing that someone this clueless could be making life or death decisions for you. I am not even from this country, so this happened when I was 14 years old, and it is probably the purest out-of-work related experience I've ever had. I had just finished my first of many art projects due to me being enrolled in an arts program through my high school. It required us to research one of the greats and put together a presentation on the course of their artworks and life, and of course, I chose Monet. That year, it just so happened that my parents decided to take us to Paris. They had been saving up for years, and we were well aware of my obsession with art, given I never shut up about it. And as a surprise, they planned a trip to the Musée Marmottan for me. Holy crap! I was in awe, and I could not believe I would finally see Monet's works in person. And the instant we get into the exhibit, I am sprouting information like crazy due to the excitement. I mean, I'd be talking to my parents about a certain painting, then suddenly turn the corner and see that exact painting. It was like winning the lottery. After a little bit, my parents start to notice that there are people moving with us throughout the museum. I clearly don't notice this and keep talking, probably a little too loudly, and don't notice again when the number grows and they are clearly keeping pace with me. Eventually, there comes a painting that I don't know the story of by heart, so I just stand there, smiling and admiring it. When I hear one woman say, "And what about this one?" I turn to her and tell her how I did not study this one for my project, and she became flustered and apologizes. At this, the couples and tourists around us began to disperse slowly, some of them staring, and my parents start laughing their asses off. Turns out, people had thought I was a tour guide of some sort due to me chattering on about the paintings and they were trying to join in. No, I am not your Uber driver. Get out! A couple years back, it was my grandma's 80th surprise birthday party. We rented out a whole ballroom at a casino and had one of the penthouses all to ourselves for a very large party. We had a wonderful time. Lots of booze and laughter from all of our friends and family to celebrate this incredible woman's life. Love ya and miss ya, grandma. So the party finally wraps up at around 11 p.m. and it is time for the old folks to get to bed. She was staying at her house in town since she lived back in the Midwest. This being a whole surprise party with almost 100 people coming from all around the country. She could not stay at the hotel itself, or she might have seen one of her many friends or family. Now, as everyone's saying goodbye to her, I run ahead down to valet to grab my car and provide a curbside pickup for her. She had been using a walker for a long time, and standing idly for 10 minutes out in the cold was less than ideal for a woman of her age. I get the car and I am waiting out front for her to shuffle down with my sister and dad, acting as her spotters and guide. About 2 minutes in, this older couple gets in my car, kinda drunk and clearly not paying attention, tell me to take them home. At first, I was kinda in shock that two strangers got out in with no prompt, but after a second of stunned silence, I respond as such. Who are you? Aren't you not the Uber driver? No. Does it look like I have a sign? Get out of my car. You're useless. They get out of my car in a huff and leave me in awe of how rude he was for the mistake on their part. Anyway, a couple minutes after the birthday girl arrives with my family and we head home after an amazing night. Hey lady, this winter I've been frequenting a local thrift store for sweaters. I normally wear over large men's sweaters and they are super expensive brands new from stores, but at around $7 each in the thrift store. One day, I went in wearing a blue, more form-fitting sweater. The employees at the store wear shirts in a similar blue, but they are either short sleeve with a white long sleeve shirt underneath or collared. I had a bag and a few sweaters in my hands and was browsing other bags when I heard a guy yell, "Lady!" I had my headphones in because I was shopping alone, and to be honest, if he had come up to me and asked, "Do you work here?" or something more polite, I would have told him no just as politely. But instead, he just kept yelling, "Lady! Hey! Lady!" at me from literally down an entire aisle away. I even glanced at him and away again, and he just kept yelling. After he yelled himself out without walking closer to me or attempting any other form of communication, I turned just a little and said, "I don't work here." He shut up and weirdly didn't try to seek out anyone else who worked in the store. He just kept standing there where he was. I just want to take 30 seconds of your time to give you a quick reminder, just to let you know first off that I love you and I appreciate all of your support. Thank you for what you're doing to help me grow this channel, and if you want to do more, well, there's a couple of things you can do. You can subscribe to get more of my videos in your newsfeed so YouTube recommends my videos, and you can like it and you can leave a comment. That will be awesome. But even if you don't, it's fine. I will still love you and my heart is with you. So thank you for everything that you do, have a wonderful day, and let's get to the next story. Racist man in a gas station. Last summer, my dad and I had to drive up to Chicago to help my aunt move some boxes from my grandparents' basement in order to sell what was inside them. My grandparents were too old to do it themselves. It is about a 3-hour drive from where I live. So we stopped at a gas station in order to buy snacks. The gas station uniforms had a gray button-down shirt, and my dad was wearing a gray t-shirt at the time. As we were shopping, an old man walked up and began to complain to my dad. "How dare you hire a Muslim?" He used a derogatory term for Muslim. "How dare you?" "I'm sorry. What? You'd better fire that man or else there will be hell to pay. I can't feel safe to know that a Muslim works here." At this point, my dad realized that the customer had mistaken him for a manager. "First of all, I don't work here, and second, why would it matter that he is a Muslim? Don't talk to me that way. This is your store. Fix it." He stormed out of the store, leaving me and my dad very surprised at what happened. As we were paying for our food, my dad told the cashier what happened and he said, "I am glad you got him to leave before I had to deal with him." It is amazing how open people can be about their stupidity and their racism apparently. No, I am not your snitch. So this one happened a couple months ago maybe. It was kinda weird to be honest. I was job hunting for a while, so I expected a couple of unknown number calls. One evening, I received a call from a private number. I answered. Hi, This is Andrew Smith from this police station. You never called me back after we met last week. I need the info you promised me. What? How can I help you? Hey, this is Matt, right? Remember what you promised me? Yeah, no. You got the wrong number here, buddy. Oh, sorry. I did not make much of it. Probably a snitch who gave him a wrong number just to piss him off or something. Couple days later, the agent left me a message. Says he needs info and I need to call him back on the number he gave me. Obviously, didn't call back. Couple weeks after that, about same time of the day, my girlfriend hands me my phone. Got a call. Hi, this is Agent Smith from this police station. Do you happen to know anything about Lacey, the missing girl? I think you are friends you too. Sir, I already told you, you got the wrong number. You sure? Aren't you mad? You don't have to hide. You can talk to me. I am very sure. Please stop calling me. Is it just not the right moment to talk, Matt? I can call you back if you want. Sir, if you call me one more time, I will call your station and file a complaint to your superior for harassment. Okay, I'm sorry, sir. Have a good night. He never called me back. He probably realized he got bamboozled by this little kid snitch. I just got fired because I didn't do my job properly at the job I don't work at. So I had a good friend of mine that worked at a electronic store in a mall, and I would visit him quite often since I live very close to it. Nothing of the usual. Until one day, I went to visit him wearing a red t-shirt. That was how the store employees dressed. And after a while, an old lady came just as my friend was going into his lunch break. And since there was no one else around, he asked me to help her, which I did. Right when I finished, a lady tapped on my shoulder asking for help. And I asked her what she needed. I would like to see the expensive cameras in the showcase. I'm sorry, but that is something I can't help you with. I don't work here, so I don't have the key to it. But you just helped that lady just now, and you have the company shirt on. Yeah, it was just for something small, and this is just a red shirt. As I turn around to show her, I don't remember exactly what we said after this, but she started getting really angry until the store manager, which was also a friend of mine, came, and the security. What is happening here? Your employee is a rude guy that doesn't want to help me because I am a woman. Oh, you are now making this a sexist thing? Making it a sexist thing? You said it yourself. At the moment, I really wanted to slap her, but I didn't want any trouble. Look, lady, if I fire him, will you calm down? If you fire him, I will also buy the goddamn camera I wanted. After a while, the manager came back with a fake contract and just wrote on it that I was dismissed from my position. Well, she did buy the camera, which is good, I guess. A lot of people are asking if I got something for the sale. While I was offered close to $60, I refused it. And if you wanna know, we still joke about this. This time, I suck so bad I got fired from a job I did not even work at. Now the customer thinks she was right, and this will encourage her to continue that behavior. That was probably a bad move on the manager's part. Local pet store round 2. This time, it was funny and did not involve a child. This happened a while back. I was at my local pet store that I frequent to the point that the employees know what kinds of toys my birds like and give great suggestions for new items they might enjoy and know the names of my parrots and go, you don't have a bird with you? If I stop in without one. And I was carrying around my 2 green cheek conures. They were wearing flight suits and leashes. And multiple people asked me where in the store to get the flight suit and asked me how much they were. Like I just showed them because the people that actually work there were busy. But I found it really funny. Like, oh, people think I work there a lot. Should probably be more concerned when I check out and the people that work there go, I'm surprised you don't have a bird with you. I would very much like to see one of your conures in a flight suit. I gotta say, this subreddit is changing my outlook. Yesterday, when the significant other told me at the till to take something back, instead of being sullen and resentful, I had an extra spring in my step. Yup. I cheerfully returned the 3 bags of coffee, meticulously and slowly reshelved them, all the while checking my peripheral vision and hoping, beyond all hope, for the arm grab, the I demand to see your manager haircut. Sadly, it was not to be, but someday I would get to be that unresponsive, puzzled, possibly deniable person. It is going to be epic. Nah, the key is to be wearing khaki pants. And don't forget the polo shirt and a random lanyard. Oh, and don't look happy. A surreal experience. So I was in Lowe's today and I witnessed kind of a reverse I don't worker lady experience. Not one for I do worker lady, But well, here's the story. There was a man in the store uniform, vest, name tag, everything. He was looking for aisle 59. He kept muttering, aisle 59. Where is aisle 59? Does anyone know where aisle 59 is? A woman was walking by, wearing jeans and a floral print blouse. No name tag, no nothing to indicate that she worked there. So probably just a customer. She sees the lost employee and points him in the direction of aisle 59. He thanks her and goes to do whatever he needed to do in aisle 59. Very odd. I can totally see a new employee being lost in the store, but if you've been working there for a long time, that would be surprising. Hey, please participate in the giveaway where I am giving you 4 Amazon gift cards of $25 each. You can buy anything you want with these cards. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel and click the link in the description. It will ask you for your email, and that is for me to reach you out because I can't contact people through YouTube. There's just no option to message my viewers. So go ahead and participate in the giveaway for Amazon gift cards. You will find more auto work related videos here, and please like this video if you are having fun. See ya!